Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for watching. So let's watch an interview in which Gypsy Rose Blanchard has announced her pregnancy. I know it is an old one, but it is good to look at some old footage to see if we can make sense of her mind.
GMA cover story. Gypsy Rose Blanchard in her first interview since announcing she's expecting, just 6 months after being released from prison where she served 8 years for helping to kill her abusive mother.
Right off the bat, we can see that they are minimizing her part in the killing of her mother by saying she was just helping him to do it, when she was the one who initiated the entire thing.
Juju Chang has the exclusive interview. Good morning, Juju.
Good morning to you, George. You know, as you know, Gypsy Rose's every move is a huge source of social media fascination and scrutiny.
There is not much fascination for the one who killed her mother, but there is a very high curiosity for the fact why is she lying and continuously doing so in her books and on every single opportunity she gets. So, please go on.
She says she knows her critics think she may not be fit to be a good mother.
You think that she could be a good mother? She hasn't dealt with her past, not even a little bit, and that is the thing that she says herself, that she is still struggling with the abuse, so-called, that her mother inflicted upon her, and she is also exhibiting that by showing a very, very manipulative and, well, let's say a con artist character.
She told me this unexpected pregnancy has given her purpose, and she's out to prove the skeptics wrong.
It's not unexpected. She was trying to get a baby with, guess who? Nicholas John. I bet she even told Ryan that they would get a baby, but they first needed to get a dog. Guess where the dog ended up?
I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant.
In the meantime, she deleted all of her YouTube videos. And it is not because she needs to take time out, but I guess it is because people don't like her. I wonder if they're going to show the part where she's showing fake tears, not exhibiting real emotions.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard says a doctor warned her about fertility issues, so her pregnancy came as a shock. Just the latest twist in her sensational life.
That is a twisted story within itself. Please look it up. People have made videos about it. It was not unexpected at all.
Excited. At first I was very nervous, but I'm very excited.
You talked about a roller coaster of emotions.
Yes, the mood swings are wicked.
The other mother who is pregnant and will tell exactly the same thing as Gypsy just did in this exactly same interview will not be, because it is not interesting, but she is interesting because she has done something very, very bad.
Released from prison after more than 8 years, she's embraced her freedom.
Guess who that is? Ryan. He's no longer in the picture. She just threw him away like garbage, just like Pixie.
Fixing her teeth, getting a nose job, and filing for divorce from her husband, Ryan Anderson. While she still lives with her dad, Rod, and stepmom, Christy, she's rekindled a relationship with her former fiancé.
I'm telling you, nobody really cares about her rekindling her relationship, but they are all wondering, why is she acting so strangely? Publishing a very, very bad book.
Ken Urker. Those tumultuous 6 months, all captured in the Lifetime docuseries Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup.
I'm just sitting out there, y'all, just getting stinky rich because of these Lifetime shows, you know.
To be clear, you haven't been with your ex for this is clearly
Months.
Ken's
March.
baby.
It was mid-March.
Yeah, basically, I don't care about him. Let's talk about me, okay? Please. Nobody wants to know anything about Ryan.
When I left Ryan. So this is absolutely 100% Ken's baby.
This shouldn't even have to be a question, whose baby it is. Just because you can smile so good doesn't mean that you can just give people the idea that, well, are you questioning whose baby it is? Oh, I'm not stupid. You know, it's not that I was talking to Ken during Ryan's and I relationship. Come on, are you crazy?
There was never any question of paternity.
How do you think your ex is going to react to this?
And then there was the question of being a good mother. Well, if you have to doubt whose baby it is, I don't think you are a very good mother. You take time to heal first and don't step into the limelight acting like a fake celebrity.
Given that you're going through a divorce proceeding still.
I'm hoping that he is okay emotionally, and I wish him the best emotionally. But
People who are acting like this and are not called Gypsy Rose Blanchard are getting real bad treatment from society. Nobody likes these people. They are con artists. They are manipulators and become very bad people. But she gets the publicity. Wow.
I have not even had a moment to stop and think about anybody else except for, am I taking my prenatals in the morning? Am I drinking enough water? Like, I have so much to focus on, making sure that I'm healthy.
She has so much to focus on, just being pregnant without a job. You know that people in the third world countries don't get days off when they're pregnant. Even until the last day of their pregnancy, they are still working. But she doesn't. Acting like very strangely, if you ask me.
Clicked into maternal mode.
I have, absolutely, nesting and everything.
Blanchard knows that motherhood for her will be fraught. She pleaded guilty to...
Did she say motherhood for her will be fraud? That's funny. Let's rewind a bit.
That motherhood for her will be fraught. Murder for plotting to have her own mother killed after years of abuse. Her mother, Dee Dee, forced her to undergo unnecessary surgeries, shaved her head, and kept her in a wheelchair with a feeding tube for much of her childhood.
First of all, Dee Dee is not here to defend herself. It is her word against no one. And there are many cases of child abuse that are way worse than she has been through.
That with my past, there's going to be a lot of people that kind of question if I even should be a mother or even have children in my care.
I don't know if you should be a mother. Time will tell, but I think that you should heal first from all of these nasty experiences that you have been through, like manipulating this, you know what I'm saying, like a guy with a low IQ and autistic person into doing the act, and that you tried once or twice before, and maybe after you have healed you can consider becoming a mother. Well, that hasn't happened yet.
If your critics are wondering that, like, how do you feel confident that you'd be able to teach your children right from wrong?
I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have made mistakes in the past.
Is that the whoopsie doopsie mistake? That is so bad. You shouldn't do that.
And I will probably make minor mistakes going forward.
Yes, you can rest assured after that major mistake, maybe a few minor mistakes will follow, but nothing as bad as what happened. Come on.
At the same time, I do know right from wrong, and learning from past mistakes is a growth that comes with time.
Things that I wanted in a mother.
Can you believe that they chose exactly this clip to view for the public to see? Her fake crying? There are no tears at all. This is ridiculous that they have the guts to show this. She has deleted this video in the meantime. Maybe you can find it on one of those Gypsy Rose fan pages somewhere. But it is really ridiculous. This is an acting skill. What she's doing. She's a con artist.
I want to give to this baby. And I just want to be a good mother for my child.
Of course, people will feel the sadness of it all and be like, oh, Gypsy, I feel so bad for you that you have gone through all of that bad stuff. Of course, I understand that everybody would just manipulate a low IQ man with autism to do something that you weren't successful with for 2 times previously. Of course, I understand. Don't worry about it, sweet little girl.
I want to be everything my mother wasn't.
My mother did not want to see me meet those milestones that every child should have.
Dee Dee was a con artist, she was a fraud, and she used charities to get financial benefit, and used Gypsy Rose Blanchard as well to get financial benefit. But guess what? Dee Dee is not here to defend herself in anything, right? So it is her word. She can basically say anything. She can say that she was locked up in the shed for 2 years straight, right? Who is here to say that didn't happen?
On a first date, a prom, you know, a bike ride, all of those little milestone moments that make life worth living.
And what about those times that she took you to Disneyland and all of those other trips, getting you a brand new house that people can only dream of, right? I mean, what about that?
I didn't get to have that. And so I want my child to have all of the things that he or she could ever want in life.
How do you plan to tell your child about your own childhood and the role you had in your mother's murder?
That question has plagued my mind for a long time. And I've come to a point where I understand that that question is going to be asked by my child someday.
These videos about Gypsy Rose Blanchard will not die, and it will be continued as a subject within the true crime community. And so the child, when she reaches that age, she will most definitely find one of those videos and will find out the truth.
So I feel like when that time comes, Ken and I will sit down and have that conversation, and I will explain in the most honest way possible.
And will there be another docuseries down the road? Will the cameras continue to roll?
And yes, of course they are going to be there. Don't worry about it. The drama continues.
That's